Hi, good morning. Alma here, Cocinando del Alma. I'm going to be making empanadas de pumpkin. So I'm going to cut up the pumpkin that I have here. It has some pieces that are not looking too good, so I'm going to cut those off. I'm going to start cooking the pumpkin, and then I'll come back and show the ingredients to bring it together. So now that my pumpkin, my calabacita is all cut up into smaller pieces and clean, I washed it a couple of times. I'm gonna put it to boil in water so it can get nice and soft before I can make the empanadas. And I'm gonna use a teaspoon of anise, and I'm gonna use one cinnamon stick in the boil. I'm gonna boil it. I'm not gonna add sugar yet until later. So let's get to it. So at this point, we're coming in with our calabaza, our pumpkin. Our water is already boiling. I have the teaspoon of anise and the stick of cinnamon in there. We're gonna boil it till it's tender. I always do empanadas with the canned pumpkin, but in this occasion, this pumpkin was given to me, so let's try it. I've done sweet potato, and I've done sweet potato fresh, and I've done pumpkin only from a can. My grandfather used to boil the pumpkins and give it to us like in a milkshake. He would add milk to it and cinnamon. It was so delicious. We used to eat that all the time. It was like a milkshake. So I'm gonna put a little bit more water because I want the pumpkin to be submerged. So I finished cooking my pumpkin. I already cleaned it and everything. So now we're gonna proceed to put it in the blender cup, because I'm gonna make it into a puree, and then I'm gonna cook it a little bit down because I don't want it too watery because we're making Mexican empanadas. So I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons of anise. 1, 2, and I'm gonna add a cinnamon stick. I'm gonna cut it a little bit. I want it to dissolve as well. And we're gonna add a cup of sugar. So in goes my cup of sugar. Just like that. And now we blend. So we're also gonna add half a teaspoon of cloves. And we're gonna add an egg for our filling. This is all our filling. And we mix. So in another pot, we're gonna boil some water with some seasoning. And that's to make like a tea that we're gonna use for our dough to get our flour together. So we're gonna use half a teaspoon of cinnamon. No, this is cloves. Half a teaspoon of cloves, and the cinnamon is going to be 2 sticks of cinnamon. We're going to put that in there as well. And we're going to put a teaspoon of anise. And to that we're going to add 2 cups of water. So in goes our 2 cups of water. Just like that. We're gonna let it boil a little bit. We got the piloncillo, 1/4 of a cup, so we gotta let that dissolve. Once it's dissolved, then we can do our dough. Meanwhile, our pumpkin is still a little wet. We need it to be more dry. So I'm gonna do the dough now. So for the dough, I need 2 cups, 1, 2, and 3/4. So 3/4. There goes 1, 2, and the 3rd one. So we also need 1/4 of sugar. So here goes our 1/4 of sugar. We need baking powder, and we're gonna do a tablespoon. Not a tablespoon, a teaspoon. We're also adding one of the yeast packages. Just one. And we're gonna add 3/4 cup of shortening. So here goes our shortening. So there's one. Two. And here goes our third one. So we're gonna mix it for like 2 minutes. Only so the shortening can combine with the flour and everything. And then I'm gonna add the tea. So now we're gonna add the tea that we made earlier gradually. We only need like 4 ounces, but I filled up the cup just in case we need a little bit more. And now we will combine. So we're gonna help it a little bit with our spatula, because sometimes the flour goes up on the walls and we wanna get it down because we wanna use it all. And we continue to well combine. So our dough is already gathering at the hook. That means that it's almost done. So I'm gonna take it out and knead it with my own hands in a few minutes. So I'm gonna dust my surface a little bit with just plain flour and my hands as well. And I'm gonna knead it a little bit more. Because with the warmth of your palms, it helps the dough smooth out easier. So we're just gonna knead it for like, so at this point we're gonna form our little balls so we can make our disc for our empanadas. So we're gonna start making our little empanaditas. So we're gonna flour our rolling pin, our palote, and our little table. We're also gonna put a little bit of flour on our doughs, and we're gonna roll them out just like that. Once we rolled all of them, then we're gonna fill them in with the pumpkin, and then they're gonna go in the oven at 350 for about 20 minutes or so. Okay, so I'm gonna start making them, assembling, because I'm running out of space here. I'm just gonna seal them with my hands, and then I'm gonna go over it with a fork. But I'm running out of space on the counter, so we're putting like about a tablespoon, because we don't want it to fall out. So we're gonna do them all like this, and then I'm gonna go with the fork on the edge and give it a better shape at the end. So we're on our last tray, so I'm just gonna do the little indentions on the edge with the fork. Some of it is coming out, but I'm not gonna worry about it. Guess I put too much filling, but that's okay. Okay, and I already did another large tray. We're able to get about 20. So now I'm gonna get some egg wash and put on the top. So I got a little egg from my chicken. She's only giving me 1 egg per day. So we don't need that much egg. So we're gonna just beat it a little bit. So I added a couple of drops of water, and we're just gonna brush it on our empanadas. I'm gonna brush it on all of them just like that. So I'm gonna marinate my steak for my Texas loaded potato. And I'm just gonna season it with garlic, pepper, and salt. That's it. We're gonna sprinkle it on this side. We're gonna sprinkle it on both sides. Just like that. Okay. Once I get all the seasoning on there, I'm gonna put it in the freezer for about 10 minutes because I want it to get hard so it'll be easier to cut. It won't be dancing around, jiggling while I'm trying to cut it. So I'm gonna put all of this in there. So our empanadas are ready. Oh, that smells so delicious in here. It smells like Thanksgiving. I can't wait to open one. So here we go. The final part. We got our lunes, Monday cloth. And we're gonna put our empanadas in our basket to keep them nice and warm. Woo, they're still warm. Super hot. See how delicious they came out? I can't wait to taste it. Ooh, they smell amazing. Oh, the cinnamon, the cloves, anise. Smells so incredible. Wow. So our empanadas fit perfectly here in our tortilla basket. We're gonna keep them there so they stay warm. Meanwhile, we're gonna give it the best part. We're gonna give it the try. So here we go. The best part, my favorite part, the tasting part. So empanadas came out really, really nice, as you can see. So I paired it with a cup of café de olla, which is amazing. I love it. So let's try our little empanadita. Look at all that pumpkin. So delicious. Smells amazing. Oh, I wish you could taste it. My house smells like a Mexican bakery. The anise, oh my God, it's so delicious. They're so good. I love it. So delicious. Very easy to make. Give it a try. I'm sure you're gonna enjoy it. It's so tasty. The coffee just complements it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next video. Cocinando del Alma, cooking from the soul. I appreciate you. God bless you. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Have a great